Hey everybody, X Joe 81X. I had a big brain fart. An extremely big brain fart. Remember a couple of days ago, I was driving home in the car and I made that where does musician memorabilia go? Or the obnoxious stuff, not signed stuff and then people put it on eBay because they don't give a shit. You guys were telling me, and if a guitar breaks or if a cymbal breaks, where does that stuff go? And I'm not just talking about Metallica. I'm talking about every single band that ever got a record deal. The Rolling Stones, the Who, the Beatles. Like, where's Ringo's drum set? There's got to be drum skins that he threw away. So, anyway, I made this box over the summer, and I don't even know how to explain it. To all you metalheads, that is a Lars Ulrich drumstick. Yes, he handed it to me. Now, my wife found one of these boxes. What are these called? Where there's like an inch or two in there, and you could put photos, and it came with all this stuff. I went to two Metallica concerts in my life. The very first one, I was young, was at the Nassau Veterans Coliseum in Uniondale, New York. Then I went to another one, which I guess is this. Okay. These pictures I found and added. Of course, this one is really nice and stayed, and the humidity had fun with this one. And yes, that's a pic from on the floor. So the first time in the Coliseum, which I can't find the stub, I was in a seat, standing and sitting and blah blah blah. That was like, oh Jesus, the Coliseum, 97, 98. Then I went a couple years later, obviously July 8th of 2003, with my buddy Nick, and I got floor seats. But I remember going again to the Coliseum. There's some discrepancy in the story. I saw him 3 times, and that sticker, that ticket, was not where I got this stick. I got this stick in the Nassau Coliseum show, which was the 3rd show, or the 2nd show. The first one I definitely didn't get it, but the 2nd one or the 3rd one was this show, and the other one is where I got the stick, because I remember being on the rail, wearing a Metallica t-shirt, getting slammed up against the rail, jamming out. Who opened for them? Oh shoot, hold on, let me find out. I know that Corrosion of Conformity opened for them in like 97, 98. And then, not Disturbed. Who's the other guy? Oh. Okay, Godsmack opened for them in the Coliseum. I don't know what this is. And correct me if I'm wrong, doesn't it say who opens for them? I mean, I could put that in Google, right? And find out when this venue was. And it was at 3 p.m. Isn't concerts at 7? So I digress. Listen, I saw Metallica 3 times. Okay, one of the times, which was not the first time, I was on the floor. Okay, general admission. I was on the fucking barrier. Blah, blah, blah. Long story short. Okay, Lars comes out, does his thing, which you see here, and he had these, one of the 2 sticks in his hand, and he looked, and there was, there's a dozen of you, right, in his peripheral vision. Yeah, fuck yeah, yeah, yeah. And he gives the stick to someone. No. So I looked at him. I'll never forget this. I screamed, Lars, fuck you, give me the stick. Fuck you. I don't know why I said that. And he took this stick, held it right here, and just handed it to me. I grabbed the stick, and I remember I put it in my pants, down my jeans, and I held it like this all night. And the left hand was throwing up, yeah, and I brought it home. I didn't catch the pick. Listen, little spoiler alert. Anytime you go to a venue and you really like the band and you get floor seats or general admission, stay there when it's over. Because when you look down, a lot of the guys, or at least Metallica, they throw their picks. If you look all up on the microphones, all their picks. Bass, guitar, lead, rhythm, depending if you use your, picks. Bass guys sometimes use their fingers. But then if you go to a certain microphone, you'll see different colors. Maybe the first 6 are James, the last 6 are Kirk's, So anyway, this was on the floor. And behind it is the, just like the devil horns. So I don't know where that came from. I obviously own it. I made this box. So anyway, brain fart, but yes, I own a Lars Ulrich Metallica a head drumstick used. He didn't use it for a lot of songs, if anything, unless he just grabbed it at the end. But it was definitely used. This is so sticky, and I made this stuff, and then it came with the clips. So yes, this is my Metallica drumstick. Now, unfortunately, it's not signed, and of course you don't get paperwork with it, so just the memory, could anyone ever look at it and say, yes, it's Lars? Nope. You'd have to find Lars, you'd have to ask him if he gave it to you, and then he'd have to sign it, and then blah, blah, blah. Or you'd have to go on the internet, just like these pictures, and you'd have to get to see if the camera guy actually took the shot of Lars giving you the stick and all that. So anyway, without further ado, this is great. This is a little piece here of Lars Ulrich drumstick from the 2000 era. Thanks for watching. Hit like, hit subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.